Hello, welcome back to What the Tesla. It has been a little while and I apologise for that. I've been completing my master's dissertation, but now it's done. Back to the content. It's now 1 year since I went to collect this car, so happy birthday, Tess! Woohoo! What better way of getting back to things with the on fire Tesla holiday update. Now, Elon Musk about a year ago tweeted and said the holiday update is fire, and it was a little bit of a letdown here in the UK. So this year he's finally delivered. It's only taken him a year, but he has delivered in style. So today we're going to be looking at software update 2021.44.25.2, which has so many improvements. They've all just come at once, and this is honestly the biggest upgrade that I've had in this car so far. Really good. Well, first of all, I think the biggest change is the version 11 software update. So this is the new user interface, and as you can see, it does look very different. It's still very simple to use, and I've got to say, although it might take a little bit of getting used to, I think it's going to be a big improvement in the long run. And then down here, you've also got your apps, and if you want to reorder them, you can move them around, and yeah, that's the app screen. Also, in terms of climate, that looks fairly similar. There's a couple of minor differences here. So while we're in the heating settings, one of the changes is the auto heated seats. So the heated seats in the front can now automatically regulate seat temperature based on the cabin environment and the climate control. So down here, you now have an auto for the heated seats, and that will just regulate the temperature of the seats based on the cabin temperature. Next up is the light show. Now this is a really exciting one, and my kids absolutely loved this when we borrowed a Model X for a little while. It's not quite as good as the Model X because obviously the Model 3 doesn't have the doors that go up and down and open and close automatically, but it does have the light show. If you click the three dots down here, toy box, and then you can scroll along and see all the different toys. You click light show and then you click start the show. And then luckily you can control the volume so it doesn't annoy the neighbours. With the Model X you couldn't do that as far as I'm aware, so it was very loud when we did that outside my house. So that's how you do it. Then you get out of the car and, oh, let's do it now. I know it's not dark, but let's give it a go. Oh, the squeaky windows. One of the other changes that's mentioned in the international release notes is that we can now access Tik Tok. However, here in the UK, I'm afraid that's still not an option. However, if you go to arcade, we now have Sonic the Hedgehog. Now it does require a game controller, and I think any good Bluetooth controller can be used, but please do check compatibility. And that enables you to play Sonic, which is a really nice addition and certainly takes me back to my childhood. Next up is the blind spot camera. So if we go into controls and then to autopilot, and then if you scroll down here, automatic blind spot camera. So if you tick that, then when the turn signal is on, you can see now that that comes up with the blind spot camera, and then if I turn the other way, you can see that in the bottom corner there. So that's a really nice little feature. Next up, for you bass heads out there, if you would like to control your subwoofer rather than just controlling the bass, which is what you were able to do before, you now have the option to control the level of your subwoofer. So to edit the subwoofer settings, you click on the button up here and then you can choose here how you would like the subwoofer, whether you want loads of bass, 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 or whether you want it to be off. One feature that I don't have in this car, because unfortunately I was about 2 months too early in ordering it, is the boombox feature. So now with the boombox, you can use the internal microphone, or you can use your phone to talk through it, and it will play your voice on the outside of your car. So that's a pretty cool feature, but unfortunately I don't have it. Another one of the big upgrades is being able to view the Sentry mode cameras from your phone. Now, the US have been able to do this for a little while now. However, here in the UK, if you have the premium connectivity, which is £9.99 per month, you can also view your Sentry mode footage from your phone. Now, in order to do that, you need to go into the settings and enable the Sentry mode live viewer. And again, if you've got the boombox, I believe that you can talk to people through the boombox, which is one of the other additional features, unfortunately, that I don't have on this car. But nevertheless, it's pretty cool that you can now view the Sentry mode footage when you are away from the car, just so that if somebody is hanging around, you can see them, and you can flash the lights and honk the horn as well. There are some other improvements as well, which I haven't spoken about. So now you can have more than one waypoint as well, and you can edit the order that those waypoints are in. So that's another additional feature, which is very handy, one that we've been waiting for a very long time. One of the other things as well is an improved dark mode on the screen. So if during the day you want to have the screen darkened, you can do that. I know we kind of had that before, but this is a new improved version of that. There's now multiplayer support for the Battle of Polytopia. I've never played it, so I don't really know, but I know you can now play against your friends if you're interested in that. Sudoku as well. So if you are into Sudoku, you can now play that through your Tesla. Now, another one that we see fairly often with these updates is cold weather improvements. So again, Tesla have just tweaked that so that the car performs better in the cold weather and has better battery management. So that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching What the Tesla. Have a lovely, jubbly Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you soon.